Well, hello everybody. Hi, it's Pip here from queenpipcurls.com. Welcome to my Moody Monday Pick Me Up live stream here, straight into Facebook and also into YouTube. Sorry I was a bit late. My phone wouldn't connect. Oh, technology is marvellous, but we carry on regardless and we get through. So I'm going to wait for a few people to join. Please say hello if you're here. Come and say hi. It's lovely to see everybody on a Monday morning or afternoon as it is now. It's 12:30 already. I don't know where today's going. I'm actually on holiday this week. So I'm doing this Facebook Live and I'm doing my Christmas card Facebook Live class on Wednesday. But apart from that, I'm not here this week. So that's very much in my eye line, but there we go. So yeah, if you're here, please come, say hello, add in some comments. Let me know that you're okay, that you can hear me all right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got my sound up, haven't I? Yes, my sound is up. This should be good. So let me know that everything's okay. Give me a thumbs up or come and leave a comment. Hello, Pam. How are you? All the way from the US. Well, if I can reach the US, it's all good. Can you hear me okay? Hopefully everybody can. So we're going to try some new stuff today. We're going to be playing around with various things. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Sandra. Excellent. All good, I hope. Good. So, provided everybody can hear me, we will start with some announcements. So I've got a couple of announcements to make. First of all, we had a fantastic Stampin' chat session Saturday. It was the first one. So Pam says she's on a flyby. She'll catch me on the replay. That's cool. So we had a great afternoon of crafting and I made some additional cards that I would like to show you today. So these are not the ones that we made on Saturday as part of the demo. These are additional ones. Hi, Barbara. So we did some making using the beautiful Blackberry Beauty Ephemera pack. And if you haven't seen that, it's a pack that goes with the Blackberry Beauty suite, which is in the January to June mini catalogue. And it comes with a beautiful, wrong papers, here we go. Comes with a beautiful like little pack, just like that. And you have lots of pieces in here that you can pop out and that you can use on your cards, from flowers to labels to owls to floral pieces of gold foiling, all that kind of stuff. So it's a beautiful thing, a beautiful pack. So I'll show you those in a minute because we did those. And then I have had two beautiful cards through the post. One from a lady I met on World Card Making Day. Isn't that cool? So she came along to our World Card Making Day. I just put it out there that we were doing it. She hopped on, stayed for hours, right through into the early hours of the morning for her. And then she decided that she wanted to send me a card. So because, you know, we are card makers and we are supposed to send cards. So she sent me a card. And because she wasn't sure how long it would take to get here from Australia, Bronwyn sent it as a Christmas card. And I have to show you because this is just so beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? I know I'm backwards probably up here. I'll show you down at the bottom. But isn't that lovely? Look at the colours that she's got on that background. Isn't that gorgeous? So I've already said thank you to Bronwyn, but isn't that lovely? She sent me that beautiful card. And then we give out prizes in my team. I give out prizes every month. And one of them was the heart stamp set that is part of the giveaway. No, not the giveaway. The giving back that they do every year. So on the front of the mini catalogue, there's a section called Make a Difference. And this is called Strong of Heart. And it's a stamp set that's got, well, funnily enough, hearts all over it. Anyway, so I gave that because £2 of that will go to a heart charity. So I gave that stamp as one of my prizes last month to the lovely Donna of Munchkin Paper Crafts. And she has created me this gorgeous, can you see that? It's embossed. So it's just Versamark on basic grey, but it's just stunning. And when you get it, it's shiny and you want to touch it. It's just lovely, really lovely. So yeah, so that was two cards that I'm going to show you. I'll show you a bit more in a minute. But anyway, they're cool, huh? Hey, Lisa Jane. I was wondering how you were. You've missed a few weeks. You have, honey. Are you okay? I did wonder. I was going to reach out and I thought, well, maybe that's been a little bit too, you know, you might be busy or doing something else. But it's lovely lovely to see you back here. I hope you're all right. So, but yeah, we definitely missed you. So the other thing I wanted to say is that the big class that's coming up is the Christmas party class. This is now live. You can book into it. It is my bingo class, right? Everybody knows what that is. So we make some cards. We have a full class, make some cards, but in between we do a few free games of bingo. Okay, and you get lots of prizes from me to you to say thank you for staying with me all year. So if you would like to join that, you can go onto my booking system, which is really easy. You just go to my website, which is, where have I got it? Oh, here we go. If we go here, if you go to this place, then you've got all the links for everything. So it's just queenpipcards.com/more-info. And if you go on there, you've got links for everything. You can subscribe to my newsletter. You can book into a class. You can go look about crafty retreats. You can look about the membership club. You can find information or more information about me, etc, etc, etc. There's loads of stuff. You can see all my links to YouTube and whatever, but if you're on here you probably kind of know, but so that's a good place to go and find all information. Okay, so that's good. Oh, Mum's not been well, says Lisa Jane. I'm sorry. Sending her lots of love, honey. I know that she struggles sometimes, so sending lots of love, and you're a good girl for looking after her. So, but yeah, so if you want to go and book onto the bingo class, the party class, then you can go and book in now. Spots are going to go fast because everybody loves this. It is one of the highlights of the year is our bingo at Christmas. So it will be on Zoom. It won't be live because, you know, we don't know what's going on. We want to keep everyone safe. Plus everybody all over the country wants to play, right? So you can go in and you can book that. It's only available to people in the UK, sadly, because I can't send product outside of the UK. But everyone who's in the UK, come along and join in. It's fun. There's lots of prizes. Okay, so then I have some more dates for you. Okay, I'm going to put this up as a calendar on my actual Facebook page. That's the word I'm looking for. And it'll also, obviously, all the dates will eventually end up in my booking system. They're not in there yet. This is a sneak peek of dates. So 4th and 5th of February is my new paper retreat with Katina Martinez from the US. She's in California. And it's going to be just amazing. We're going to up our game from everyone who's been in our paper parties from before. This is a paper party and then some. So it's not going to be massively more expensive. It's just going to have a little bit more kind of challenging cards, a little bit more interesting cards maybe. Just stepped up a little bit. There's going to be an embellishment pack and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be good. So 4th and 5th of Feb is paper retreat. 2nd and 3rd of April is spring weekend retreat. And then there's 22nd of January. Before all of that, we've got the Eden Garden Suite. And then a demo day only on the 5th of March. So that kind of takes us. So we've got 22nd of Jan, Eden Garden class. 4th and 5th of Feb, paper retreat. 5th of March, demo only day. If you want to hear about that, you need to come and talk to me. And then 2nd and 3rd of April, spring weekend retreat. So those are my big events. Oh, Sandra's going to catch up later. Okay, Sandra, see you soon. So they're all my big events next year. So I will post more about them. So let's talk about the first few things. We're going to go over now to Hans view. So here, first of all, this was what we did at Stampin' Chat, or at least this was the extra cards that I did at Stampin' Chat. Let's bring that over now so we can have a little bit more light here. That's a bit better. There we go. So this one. These are all parts of the ephemera pack, and you can see it's all gold and glistening. Then this one, really simple, quick and easy cards, these. Really simple. I love this flower at the background. This one, and then I changed it up. So rather than a piece of cardstock, we just flipped over this piece of paper and made it rich raspberry instead. And I actually think I prefer this one. It's nice. So we did that. And then I did this one after the event, which nobody else has seen. So it's a special sneak peek for you. So yeah, so that was what we played with. We had Blackberry Beauty Papers and the ephemera pack. Now, I'm telling you all of that because I'm going to talk about next month's, obviously, which is, in fact, it's this month's because it's It's the 1st of November, folks. Can you believe that? 1st of November. Unbelievable. If you enjoyed last month's, whatever, if you enjoyed your first Stampin' Chat, please put a comment in and tell people that you enjoyed it, because it's open to more people this time. I'm fairly confident we can get more packs of bits and pieces that we're going to be playing with. So I'm going to pull together a pack. They won't necessarily all be exactly the same, but they will have the same monetary value. It's only £18 to come. That includes all the postage, and I ship everything to you, and you come for 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon. So if you thought that was good value, then post a note. Even if you can't come next time, post a note so people know that it is good value to come along. Okay, so then these were the 2 cards I was telling you about that I got before, and they're beautiful. Just so lovely. Really lovely. Isn't it nice to have amazing people? So, so that's that. So Eden Garden is my next thing. Now, I can't fit a Christmas class in because I've booked into Christmas markets and various other things. So I'm booked now for every weekend between here and the end of the year. So I've decided to run my Eden Garden class in January. But let me tell you about Eden Garden. So first of all, this is the stamp set. It's a distinctive ink stamp set. This is not supposed to stamp beautifully. Okay, it's got blodges on it, and that's as normal. I'll show you, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's got some beautiful sending hugs. I mean, it's got my perfect stamp set wording in there, hasn't it? And then some gorgeous little frondy bits. Let's celebrate everything. Hello there, dear friend. How are you? My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. That's kind of cute, right? So it's a lovely stamp set. Then it comes with a gorgeous, gorgeous die set as well. Look at that. I particularly like this because one of my demonstrator friends pointed out to me that actually, if you chop that bit off, you've got a fantastic crown. So this is now obviously my set. It's a royal set. This is a huge frame with floral elements. Then you've got a littler one. Okay. And then you've got this like little individual die that matches everything. And then you've got this beautiful edging die, and this is gorgeous. It will cut out that edge. Okay, and then stitching, and there's just bits of embellishment on it, a bit of embossing. It's just beautiful. So that bundle will be available in the new catalogue. Okay, in the catalogue that's coming out in January. So the bundle will be available, but, and it's a big but, they have brought out some gorgeous, gorgeous papers that you are not going to want to miss. So first of all, they've brought out some tissue paper. Okay, this is really skinny, really thin. I'm just going to get a little bit out of it because it's floaty. Right, look how thin that is. So you can stamp on it. It's stampable. It's got a matte side on one side and it's shiny on the other, like all tissue paper is. So it's great for wrapping presents, but you can see I've already die cut pieces out of that. I just couldn't find the card that I did that with. Anyway, I would suggest, though, if you're going to die cut anything, you want to put the adhesive sheets on the back because it is so floaty. I don't know how you'd glue it down otherwise. Not with that. Okay, and then the papers, let's just get all these out and I'll sort them out. They're just beautiful. So you've got this one. See that? It's all got gold on it. It's like this motley. It's all evening evergreen, soft succulent and gold, basically. And white. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So it's a floral pattern, but it's all gold on a evening evergreen background. Oops, you can see I've been using this quite a lot. So then we've got this one. Now this one just has really tiny little gold dots, but that's very pretty. There's that one again. Then there's that one again. Then there's this one, which has got gold leaves. Okay, interspersed with some mixed leaves. Then there's this one. Beautiful. Again, gold, almost like laurel leaves, those. And then there's this one, which is my favourite, I have to say. I think this is everybody's favourite, to be honest, which is just beautiful. And then on the back, they're a little bit more subtle. So they're, you know, great for men's cards on the back. Absolutely smashing for men's cards. A little bit eye-zizzy on that one. I'm not going to lie. That one I love. And then, what's the other one? This one. This one's gorgeous, like all that ombre effect. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then this one's got dots. There we go. So that's the 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that side is like very muted and matte sort of, you know, definitely for men's cards. And then on the other side, ooh, turn them over. Just lush with all the gold. So that is the Evening no, that's the Eden Designer Series paper. But this paper is only available until the end of the year. So I need to have bookings in before the end of December for my Eden Garden class, which is going to run at the end of January, so that I can order it all in, prep it, pack it, and get it back out to you again. So we will be doing a full afternoon class using this bundle, and it will include the bundle. It will include 6 by 12 of the Eden Garden papers. Okay, plus I'll work out ribbons, embellishments, all that kind of stuff. So it'll be a nice big bundle. So it's kind of, it's like a bundle class that I used to run. Now, if you've already got the bundle, then there'll be a price without the stamps if you want one without the stamps and the dies, and then there'll be a price with the stamps and the dies, and you can choose which one you want to do. So that will be going up shortly as well. So I just wanted to let you know that. If on the other hand you can't wait, all of this is available from tomorrow. Okay, so you can buy all of that tomorrow. You can't buy it today. Don't try and buy it today, but tomorrow it's all yours. Okay, so we talked a little bit. I'm going to have to take a swig of tea. Hang on. Oh, hi, Kay. Nice to see you. What do we all think of Eden Garden? Those of you who've already got it, I know there's demos. What do you think of it? You like it? You don't like it? And then we talked about, let me know in the comments, because it's always good to know. Personally, I really love it. I've worked with it, and I've added a touch of Merry Merlot to it, or Merry Merlot, whichever way you say it. It's really nice with that. Anyway, moving on to this month's Stampin' Chat, we're going to be using the beautiful Delivering Cheer stamp set, which is this one. Okay, so I thought I would do a card with it, because then you can see what it's all about. That works, doesn't it? So we have here the card that I'm going to make, and I just love this girl's dress. I just love this. I think it's beautiful. So I've made one of these. Isn't she pretty? She's carrying a whole bunch of presents, obviously for us, for Christmas. And I just loved her little red swirly skirts. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. That's paper piercing. So we're going to do a bit of paper piercing, bit of blending, bit of stamping. Isn't she fun? I think she's really good fun. So let me show you how we make this card. First of all, we're going to need our stamps, obviously. So we're going to need the presents. And then we're going to need her skirt. And then we might do, should we do sending love and Christmas cheer. Let's do that one. There's also warming thoughts to you this season and to and from, if you wanted to make her into a tag. Hey, Joe's arrived. Hi, Joe. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. You've missed all the news. You're going to have to go back and watch all that on replay, but don't worry, it will be on replay, so you can. Now we're on to the stamping bit. I think I need the bigger one for this. There we go. And I'm going to pop that on that one. There we go. So to make this card, we're going to need to have some Old Olive for our card base. Now, this card is made, it's very simple to make it, but I've made this card with a die cutting machine. And I've always been of the opinion that die cutting, I guess, well, I kind of thought that a die cutting machine was a bit of a step up. But actually, you know, the more and more I use it, the more and more other people use it, and I've had new crafters come and use it, the more and more I think, actually, your Stampin' Cut and Emboss is kind of like your absolute must-have. Whether it's the mini or the big one. Personally, I prefer the big one, but the mini's great for travelling, but we don't do very much of that at the moment. I do use the mini on my desk sometimes, but if I'm doing big cutouts or if I'm doing lots of cutouts, I'll get the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss out every time. And it just opens up your ability to do so many things. And the more you use it, the more value you get from it. It means that I can do beautiful, you know, die cuts like this to have as backgrounds. And it also means that we can have a card like this and have all these beautiful die cut and inlay pieces cut as well, because we've got a die cutting machine. So I think more and more people are looking for something that does step their crafting up just a little bit more. And I think that the Stampin' Cut and Emboss is really the like, it's the next step you need. I've even had people buy them in their starter kits, or just come to me and say, look, I've got some card stuff already, but I really want to get into Stampin' Up. What should I buy? And because they've already got some basics, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss is the perfect next step for them. So, you know, if you've got to a point where you want to do some die cutting and you want, or maybe your die cutting machine's got a bit ropey and you need a new one, then I would absolutely recommend the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. So you can go on and you can find that, and then that provides you the ability to use dies. And if you don't know what a die is, because we might have some new people on here watching, I love having new people on here watching, these are what we call dies. Okay, so they're pieces of thin metal and they have raised edges on them. Can you see that? See the raised element on here? It's just a bit of raised. And so when it goes through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the pressure of it, it's like a mangle. You know, like you used to wring clothes out with a mangle and the water would get pushed out. Well, the same roller action means that that applies pressure onto the cardstock, and it actually is enough to cut through the cardstock. And this set has lots of lovely labelly bits in, but it also has this gorgeous edging, and then it has some that matches a flower set that actually goes with this die set, because the best thing about Stampin' Up, of course, is that everything coordinates. Hurrah! Okay, so that's the die set. That's called the Scalloped Contour dies, and I use them to cut this beautiful scallop out, and I always have a couple on hand. So that's the background there. Now, so we've got a card base. We need to have some real red as our matching layer. Oops. Got all my pieces here, and then I thought I'd go with this one. This is really just jazzy. I thought I'd go with this one for the next layer to go on. So put some glue down, and these are all cut to standard size measurements, 14.4 by 10 for that, for the us metric girls, and then this is 14.4 centimeters. Okay, so that goes on top of there. I'm going to pop that on there. This is going to be a very quick card for you in terms of putting it together, but there's a little bit more activity to do. Barbara says, oh, look at that. Delivering cheer is my favourite from the new mini. I know it's kind of hidden away though, isn't it? I don't think many people have noticed it. And then I love the Eden set, and I love the words. Oh, there's a Dutch version for you. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it that they do those for you now, girls. That's brilliant for you, for the Netherlands. That's brilliant. And then, oh, Jane's here. Hi, Jane. You missed. How was the background done? I've absolutely no idea, because Bronwyn did that. Bronwyn from Australia sent it to me. I think she's done it with alcohol, like alcohol with our blends, I think, and maybe a bit of blending brushes going on there. It's definitely splatter technique going on there. It's all kinds of stuff going on in the background there. Beautiful. So Bronwyn, oh, I can't remember what her surname is now. I'll find it. You can have a look. She joined us on World Card Making Day, and she sent me that as a thank you, to just say thanks for putting it together. So, I mean, obviously it was done with everybody else as well. It wasn't just me. But yeah, that was nice of it, wasn't it? It was lovely. Okay, so that's your base. That's your label that you're going to need. You can also glue that down if you want to. But I'm going to stamp it. I think I'm going to change it up a bit and maybe stamp it. So I'm going to leave it off for now. Now we're going to stamp the presents. So for those, I'm using my Memento ink. Okay, going to get that nicely inked up. Oh, now see, I use this last. I use this last to do some crafting with kids, and there's a little bit of paper that's got stuck on my ink pad, so we don't want that, otherwise we'll have a gap. There we go. Oh dear, they had a whale of a time, I have to say. Absolute whale of a time. Right, here we go. So we're going to stamp that down like so. And then I've already stamped on some different paper the skirt. Okay, so you just stamp the skirt, you don't have to stamp anything else on that paper. And then we're going to stamp her legs on here. So ink it back up again, like so. Now if I put her a little bit higher up, the presents can come off the top though. I don't know if that's what we want. No, I might just add that as a different strip. Let's just do this because I kind of like her on the label. So we need to stamp that. Okay, so now we've got that. That's all of our stamping done. Really simple. Okay, and there's the skirt that I stamped earlier. So now you get your snips out and you cut round the skirt. But it's a really easy shape to cut round. This bit you can go straight across because you're going to have the presents coming over the top of that anyway. So then cut round here, whoops. Try to go inside the line, if anything, not outside the line for once. Oh, I've got shadows on my screen. Hold on my scissors. And come in, come up. Take that a little bit off. This is a great way of getting like texture, because I guess you could colour it in and make your own swirls and stuff, but it's quite tricky to do. That. This way you can add whatever, you can have whatever colour skirt you wanted to have. It's a brilliant way of doing this. And I just like the red, white and green, real traditional Christmas colours. Okay, see, so that didn't take very long, did it? Really quick. So now we glue her skirt down. And funnily enough, we know where it's going to go because it's already on here, so we can just add the glue here if you want to. All right, pop that on the front. Bit extra glue really than I needed, but never mind. So I'm going to pop her skirt on. That's a bit squishy under there now. Pop her skirt on like so. Make sure she's in. There we go. That's pretty. And then we're going to colour her presents. Now, this one I did with blue, but this one I think I'm going to do with red, green and yellow. And I want to have like a gold ribbon. A gold ribbon for the top of that bow up here. So we'll just add some of this. You can be as artistic or as non-artistic with your colouring as you like. Me, I'm going to go quick. So put that in there, and then let's have a look. We can have a bit of a red, a bit of a yellow coming down in here. Let's see, we could make this one dark yellow on top, like so, and then a light yellow underneath. Because of course you've got two, so that's the good thing. You can do like two colours. There we go. And I do add a little bit of light in the middle, darker on the outside, light in the middle. There we go. Then we can add some red ones. So we can make this, let's have a look, red, yeah, that'll work. Just want to make sure they're not right next to each other too badly. So we can have red here. Love a bit of colouring. Smashing bit of colouring. I left that one white on there. That looks quite nice actually. So we'll make this bit red. Like so. And then we'll do this bit red here. There we go. Pretty. And then green. And of course you can have as dark or as light a green as you like. Oh, I've forgotten to bring my ivory over. Need to go and grab that. So we'll just colour this in. Again, I'm not doing masses of shadows and stuff like that, but you can do if you want to. You can start adding in some shadow. And then we'll have this bit here as green. like so. And then let's do the lighter green for this one down here. There we go. There we are. I'm just going to go and get the ivory. 2 ticks. Talk amongst yourselves. There we go. That didn't take long. There's my ivory from behind me. It's because we need ivory arms, I feel. She's got to have some kind of colour on her, otherwise she looks like me. So we'll do that. And then actually we need to do her legs. Give her some ivory on her legs. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could have her wearing red tights or whatever you wanted. I'm going to give her some red shoes because she's going to have her party shoes on. Okay. And then that's all of that done now. I mean, if you wanted to, you could add dots, you could add all kinds of things if you wanted to. Then we're going to just chop round her hands, across the edge of her presents like that. Oops, around the edge of that hand. Sometimes I find it easier to just discard. I'm getting real shadows. Let me turn. Can you still see that? Do that so you can see that. There we go. I'm getting very big shadows from my snips. Okay. But if I have the top light on, it's not the right colour. And we want the right colour. Of course. Got to see the gorgeous Stampin' Up colours. Come across there. Come across here. And now, because you haven't stamped the parcels onto the label, you can then put them anywhere you like. So it doesn't, you can make sure that it fits over and covers her skirt. Whoops. See it come through there at the back, that's normal. This is the fiddliest bit, getting around the bow. But you can do it like so. Oh, I've lost a little bit of the bow. Never mind, it's fine. Down here, up here, and around. And then, because the rest of them are just sort of straight. So, chop, chop. Don't chop her arm off, because she kind of needs that. Okay, let's see. Like so. Right. Whew. That's a lot of rubbish. Get that out of the way. Put that in there. See, that didn't take long, did it? And then that's going to go just there, like so. So we'll put some dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to use minis. And I know it's like they're going to be all over the place, but it's because I want to cover, like get into those parcel shapes. And I think the minis do much better than the big ones, so that it's not soggy. But if you want to be more sparing, you can. So there we go. There's a hole. There we go. Right. So now pop that off. Okay. And then that covers over the, you see that? I'll turn it around. I'm going to cover over the edge of her skirt there, like so. Make sure she's kind of straight. There we go. So now we have her like that. Pop some glue on the back. And pop her down on there. Now, if we bring her up a bit, we can put the sentiment at the bottom. So I'm just going to bring her up a little. Like so. Whoops. Okay, a bit slippy. Stay. Straight. Yeah. Straight. Okay. Then for the sentiment, I'm just going to use a strip. Now this one I did sending Christmas cheer and I cut them out by hand. But for this one, I think we're going to go straight on. And we'll, oh, sorry, just knocked you then, didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I've got an angry face. I don't know why I've got an angry face. I hope that wasn't intentional. Sending love and Christmas cheer, like so. There we are. Somehow she's turned out much more green than the other one. I don't know why, but it does seem that way, doesn't it? We're just going to go along there like that. And then go along there like that. And then she can pop up on there like that. Now we'll use normal ones. I'm going to use... Have I got any left? Have I got any left? I might have to start cracking into the other bits. There we go. Never, ever, ever let these bits go to waste, obviously, because they make great sticky pads, because they are actually obviously dimensionals. So I use every last bit of my dimensionals. You dropped your... Oh, that's okay, Kate. As long as you weren't actually angry with me, I'm all right. There we go. That's a little crooked. I'm just a smidge. It's a bit better. Right, sending love and Christmas cheer. Pop her on there like that. There we go. And then we can add some little blingy bits if we want, because I didn't add any bling to the other bits. But if you've got these matte dots, where are they? Come on, out you come. Obviously, we could always use Deb's favourite red rhinestones, but also, if you've got this pack, these are the matte decorative dots. You've got all the colours in there, so we've got the yellow, we've got the red, and although this is from, this is Evening Evergreen, so we wouldn't use that. This is definitely an old olivey kind of colour. So we can pop on some Christmas cheer dots, I think. This is cherry cobbler. I would say this is real red. So we can add a couple of these. Kind of go with those lovely swirly bits from here. And then we could add on maybe a smaller one in green up the top here like that. There we go. So that is two examples of delivering cheer with a bit of paper piecing, not piercing, piecing, paper piecing, because you're using the paper as the skirt. So there we go. Which one do you prefer? Blue one, blue presents or yellow presents? Red skirt or mixed skirt? You can choose. I also have a card to give away from last week, which I have the piece of paper here somewhere. Where have I put that? Where have I put my piece of paper that had last week's winner on it? I can't find it. I'll stick it in the comments, but I picked a winner from last week and I'll pick a winner from this week. So if somebody would like, if you just keep adding your comments, come Wednesday, I pick a winner. And then I was going to tell you who it was today, but I obviously can't do that because I didn't, I can't find where I put a bit of paper. Is it over there? I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. I will bring it back later. Oh, thank you, Lisa Jane. Lisa Jane says both are beautiful. I think they're pretty. I think they are pretty and very easy to do. Bit of cutting, bit of colouring, and there you have it. She's just so pretty. I think she's going to a party and bringing lots of presents to somebody. I think that's what it is. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, let me know. Leave a comment. Oh, that's very bright. Let's pop that up there. It might give me a bit more lighting over here. So yes, let me know. Post a comment. I will pick a card winner. I will put something up in the comments or on the message to tell you who won last week's card, because I've got it here sitting ready to post. But I can't find where I've put the piece of paper. Anyway, I will post another, I'll pick another winner on Wednesday, so you've got time to catch up on replay. So if you're on replay, don't think that you're not going to be in with a chance of winning, because you could. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are, I'll post a card out to you. I do it every now and again. I don't do it all the time, but when I'm feeling in the mood, I will post. And since I've had 2 lovely Happy Mail cards, I feel like I should reciprocate and give some happy mail back. So have a great week. As I said, Wednesday, I'm going to be here 9 o'clock in the morning. I know it's a really weird time for me being on here, but I'm going to do my first Christmas card class live here on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. And then I'll do one every 2 weeks for the following 2 episodes. Okay, so we'll do 3 card classes in total, 3 of them. So if you want to partake, then you can watch me do my card class, and if you like it and you want to do that, you put an order through, you get the card packet in the post, and then the same for the next one, the same for the next one. So I hope that you enjoyed that and you liked our delivering cheer. And if you want to book in, this is the set we'll be playing with. Okay, so don't forget to book in for any classes. And as I say, the best way to do that is to go to my more information. Go to there. And it will give you links for everything that you need to know. Alrighty. So thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you same time, same place next week. And I'll see you on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Alrighty. See you soon. Bye.